Hey there, fellow history enthusiasts and seekers of wisdom. If you're captivated by the allure of ancient wonders and the stories they hold, you've come to the right place. Join our journey, exploring the oldest marvels known to humanity. Let's walk through the corridors of time, uncovering the mysteries of past civilizations and embracing the beauty of our shared heritage. Your subscription, likes, and comments fuel our passion to keep sharing these captivating narratives. Together, let's keep the flame of curiosity burning bright. Your support means the world. Let's make history together. Embrace the oldest, timeless tales. Eight oldest mosques in the world. Mosques have been in existence as long as Islam. Some of the earliest mosques were built during the time of the Prophet Muhammad. However, according to Quran, some mosques predated Muhammad and were built during the time of the previous prophets like Abraham. Quran mentions 4 mosques. It is unclear when these mosques were first built, but they are considered the oldest mosques in the world. These mosques hold the highest place in the Islamic tradition and are regarded as holy pilgrimages. Here we list 8 of the oldest mosques in the world that still exist. We considered the age of the oldest parts of the mosques. Many of these mosques have undergone several expansions and renovations over the centuries. Al-Masjid an-Nabawi, also known as the Prophet's Mosque, is the second mosque built by the Prophet Muhammad in Medina. It is the second largest mosque in the world and is regarded as the second holiest site in Islam. The land where the mosque was erected belonged to 2 young orphans, Saul and Suhail. Before Muhammad reached Medina, the site was used as a burial ground. As Saul and Suhail learned that Muhammad was looking for land, they offered it as a gift. However, Muhammad realized the orphan brothers needed money and insisted on paying the price. Later, Abu Ayyub al-Ansari paid on behalf of Muhammad. Originally, the mosque was an open-air building used as a religious school, a court of law, and a meeting place for the followers of Islam. Quba Mosque was the first mosque built by Muhammad. It is believed that Muhammad laid the first stone of the mosque, and his followers completed the construction. This small mosque was built in Quba, a village 3.5 miles off Medina. Later, Medina was expanded and included this village. Quran says after emigrating to Medina, Muhammad stayed in Kulsum bin Hatam's home for 14 days. Later, he built the Quba Mosque at that place. Every Saturday, Muhammad would go to this mosque to offer a 2 raka'at prayer. He advised his followers to do the same, saying, "He who makes ablutions at his home and comes to Masjid Quba and offers 2 rakats therein will be rewarded the reward of an umrah." Quba is also the mosque where the first ever Friday prayer led by Muhammad took place. Masjid al-Qiblatain, not to be confused with Masjid al-Qiblatain of Medina, is one of the 3 earliest mosques built in Africa, built by the early followers of the Prophet Muhammad. The mosque is located in Zayla, in the western Audal region of Somaliland. During the early 7th century, the companions of Muhammad fled from Mecca to save themselves from the persecution of the ruling Quraysh. They took refuge in several parts of erstwhile Abyssinia, present-day Ethiopia, Eritrea, and Somaliland. These followers then built mosques wherever they settled. 3 of those mosques are still existing: Masjid al-Qiblatain, al-Najashi Mosque, and Masjid as-Sahaba. The mosque, which is now mostly in ruins, contains the tomb of Sheikh Babu Dana and 2 mihrabs. One mihrab is oriented to the north, facing Mecca, and the other northwest towards Jerusalem. As mentioned above, Al-Najashi Mosque shares a similar history as Masjid al-Qiblatain. This mosque was built by the companions of the Prophet Muhammad, who fled to the Tigray region in Ethiopia. The mosque is situated in Negash village. It is one of the places where the first Muslim settlements took place. The mosque is named Najashi, meaning the king. Initially, 15 companions of Muhammad arrived in this area and were warmly received by the king of Abyssinia. Then, another group of around 101 followers came during the second migration. The mosque underwent a major renovation in 2018. However, 3 years later, the mosque survived massive damage during clashes between Tigray People's Liberation Front and Ethiopian and Eritrean security forces. Immediately after, the Ethiopian government announced they would take full responsibility for repairing the mosque building. The Mosque of the Companions, also known as the Masjid as-Sahaba, is a small mosque located in the city of Massawa, Eritrea. It is the oldest mosque in Africa. The mosque is believed to be built in 613 by the companions of the Prophet Muhammad, who fled persecution in Mecca. However, historians believe that the current structure was built later as a memorial. In addition, they argue that the mosque features certain structures, such as the mihrab and minaret, that were not introduced in Islamic architecture during the early 7th century. Al-Mashar al-Haram, also called the Sacred Monument, is an open-roofed mosque in Muzdalifa, near Mecca. The site is mentioned in Quran and thus regarded as one of the oldest mosques in the world. However, the time when it was first built is still not confirmed. This place hosts one part of the Hajj pilgrimage. After performing the rituals at Kaaba, pilgrims travel to Mina and proceed to Al-Mashar al-Haram. They perform Maghrib and Isha prayers together and spend the night at Muzdalifa. The next day they go to Mina and return to Muzdalifa to perform the Fajr prayer and leave for Mecca. A large structure has been built around the Al-Mashar al-Haram to accommodate many Hajj and Umrah pilgrims. In addition, the government has put significant effort into developing this area and improving the pilgrims' infrastructure. Haram al-Sharif, or the Temple Mount, is considered the second oldest mosque in the world. It is the third most sacred site in Islam. The site is also regarded as sacred by Jews and Christians. The site is located in Jerusalem, Palestine. The compound houses the Qubat al-Sakra, or the Dome of the Rock, and Al-Aqsa Mosque. According to Islamic tradition, the Dome of the Rock is where the Prophet Muhammad ascended to heaven during the night journey. On the other hand, Jews believe it is where Abraham tried to sacrifice his son to God. The site of Haram al-Sharif has long been a source of political conflict between Israel and Palestine. Currently, Israel controls the site, but Muslim Waqf, an Islamic trust, administers the mosque. Masjid al-Haram, or the Al-Haram Mosque, is considered the oldest mosque in the world. It is located in Mecca, Saudi Arabia. The mosque surrounds Kaaba, the most sacred site in Islam. According to Quran, the Prophet Abraham, and his son Ismail built the structure of the Kaaba. Kaaba is the most sacred location in Islam, a pilgrimage site during the Hajj and Umrah. All adult Muslims are required to participate in Hajj at least once in their lifetime, given they are physically and financially capable. Besides Kaaba, Al-Haram Mosque includes other important holy sites such as the Black Stone, Maqam Ibrahim, the hills of Safa and Marwa, and Zamzam Well. Some Islamic scholars believe that the Black Stone is the only remnant of the original structure. Several renovations and expansions were made to this mosque over the centuries. Now the mosque covers an area of 356,000 square meters and has 9 minarets.